your eyewitness weather forecast.
How's it going, everyone? Check this out. New digs. I can finally breathe a little bit. I'm afraid to touch anything, though. don't want to break anything. Get off on the wrong foot. Hey, we are so glad you're with us tonight. Let's talk about the weather. It's still kind of cloudy out there, but hey, look, as we look downtown, there are some holes there in the clouds and a little bit of blue in the sky as well. So I think as we go into the day tomorrow, we're actually going to see a mixture of clouds and sunshine. Temperature right now 69 degrees. The dew point is still in the low 60s, but that number will start to lower as well. Some really nice weather on the way, light westerly wind. Forecast tonight for you. There have been a few showers, especially east. Those are going to taper, and then the sky will be partly cloudy overnight. Any lengthy clearing is going to lead to the development of some patchy fog and a low of 61. Through the day tomorrow, a mix of clouds and sunshine. Most of the time it's dry. You get into the afternoon, though, there's another opportunity for some wet weather, and I think showers will become more numerous tomorrow night into Wednesday morning, a high of 77. So I mentioned there are a few showers out there tonight. You can see they're mainly lined up to the east through Fulton County, Montgomery, down into Schoharie County, and there is one lone shower to the north of Utica. So here's what to expect. Showers will taper this evening, and then we're going to get another round in here late tomorrow night, and into Wednesday morning. But that rain will taper by the afternoon on Wednesday, and I think the sky clears out. It will turn breezy and cooler. As a matter of fact, cool enough for a little bit of lake-enhanced rain showers Wednesday night into Thursday morning before clearing out again by the afternoon. Numbers now are in the low 70s as the sky slowly starts to clear out. Upper 60s down into Otsego County, 70. Cooperstown, Adirondacks in the mid and upper 60s. So there's this pesky stationary front off to the east of us. It's been there since last week. We got to get it out of here, and we slowly will see this get a move on. Want to bring you up to date real quick on Lee. We have the new advisory in, but it was a major hurricane, and look at the track, taking it up the eastern seaboard and then somewhere off the New England coast. This is going to be a close call. We'll see. All right, so tonight the sky will become partly cloudy. Tomorrow it's a mix of clouds and sun. We get into the afternoon, that's your best chance for a shower, and then a kind of a round of rain coming in Wednesday morning. That will taper off, and then we'll see this kind of clear out. The sky will clear out by late in the day on Wednesday as well. 7-day forecast looks like this. So upper 70s tomorrow. We start out with some wet weather Wednesday morning, clear the sky by afternoon, but look at those numbers. Mid and upper 60s, that's it. Maybe a lake effect sprinkle Thursday morning, then the sky clears out. And then look at that beautiful weather, perfect as we go into the weekend. Yeah. Some of those high clouds from Lee might actually bend into central New York Saturday, and the wind will also pick up a little bit as well.
All right, well, if it stays as it is, beautiful, sunny, it's just one more reason for us to look forward to the weekend, huh?
You got it.
All right, well, Craig, thank you. When we come back, it has been
Eyewitness weather forecast.
We've got brand new shiny set. Isn't it cool? We are so glad you are here to be a part of it with us. A lot of work went into this, and we're excited to be here, so let's get to the forecast and show you the view outside right now downtown on the iNet as we look at the arterial there. We'll see some clearing in the sky here as we go through the overnight hours, and any lengthy clearing tonight is going to lead the development of some patchy fog. Then we have another round of wet weather to talk about. Primarily late in the day tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. That's kind of the peak time frame we're thinking in terms of the wet weather. So rain will taper, though, through the course of the day on Wednesday. And then the sky will clear out. It will turn breezy, much cooler, less humid by late Wednesday. As a matter of fact, cool enough where I have to include the chance of a lake effect rain shower Wednesday night and Thursday morning. I know, it's getting to be that time of the year, right? We have a few rain showers still left over, so over into Boston and getting into parts of New Hampshire and down East Maine. This area, by the way, needs to be on guard for Lee. We'll talk about that here in a moment. 64 now in town, up to Rome. Verona, Clinton is at 64, mid-60s into Herkimer, Seago County 65, Cooperstown 60, Richfield Springs, Edmiston in the low 60s, and up in the Adirondacks, temperatures right around 60 degrees from Indian Lake to Blue Mountain Lake up to Long Lake as well. So there's the stationary kind of lazy guy weather front here just kind of hanging out. It's been languishing there pretty much all weekend. We got to get this thing moving, and it is finally going to make the move as we look to the west. We have another round of wet weather. That is what comes in for tomorrow night. Let's talk about Lee. Advisory as a 5 o'clock, 115-mile-per-hour storm. And the new information I want to talk about is the track. So it becomes it is a Cat 3, and it will stay at that status. And then it will weaken somewhat. But look at what happens. Some of the new information has now kind of jogged this storm west. I still think it's going to kind of make landfall probably this area, Halifax, Nova Scotia to down East Maine. But notice the cone of uncertainty extends all the way back to Boston now. So we will have to keep our eye on that one. So we go through the day tomorrow. Starts out with sunshine. Clouds roll in. Here comes a round of wet weather tomorrow night, and then into Wednesday morning. Back here tonight for you, partly cloudy, some patchy fog, low temperatures around 60. Tomorrow, a mix of clouds and sun. There will be a few showers kind of dancing in late in the day, a high of 77. 70 forecast looks like this. So we start out with some rain Wednesday morning, tapers though, and then by the afternoon it clears. Look at those temperatures, 60s. And the sky clears Thursday. Right now, the weekend looking really nice. Will get a little breezy, though, as Lee will be up near the New England coast by Saturday and Sunday.
Boy, it'll be interesting. I was planning a trip home to Boston this
You
weekend.
might have some fun.
So make sure I pack my rain boots, I guess.
There you go.
But nice weather here Friday. Perfect for Friday night football, varsity news. We'll send it over.
I did it just for Brennan.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be happy with that. We'll send it over to him now to check in with what's coming up next in sports.
Thanks, Jamie.
Your eyewitness weather forecast.
All right, good evening to you as we get you up to date with the forecast here. The weather tomorrow, not going to be too bad. We'll have some sunshine, but the clouds are going to start to increase again as we get into the afternoon. And there's an opportunity for a shower or thunderstorm at the finish of the day. That is a look downtown right now. We've actually had a little bit of clearing in the sky. So here's what to expect. More showers again going into late in the day tomorrow and more likely tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. And then the rain will taper off. And I think by Wednesday afternoon, the sky clears out, breezy, turning cooler, less humid. Highs by Wednesday afternoon only in the mid-60s. And it's, in fact, going to be cool enough Wednesday night into Thursday morning that there could be a little bit of lake-enhanced rain showers before clearing by Thursday afternoon. Here's a look at Doppler radar and all the wet weather across eastern New England, New Hampshire into Boston. That's where the most concentrated area of wet weather is. And then we look to the north and west. That's where our next round is that will be approaching late tomorrow. 64 now in Utica and Rome, low 60s in Paris, over into south central Herkimer County in the mid-60s, down to Edmiston at 61. It's 62 right now in Morris, as well as Oneonta, mid-60s in Milford and Cooperstown, and into the Adirondacks. Temperatures here dropping into the upper 50s. Here's a look at satellite Doppler radar. So this stationary front has just been kind of languishing here off to the east of us, and we've had some showers associated with that. That is finally getting the heave-ho and will move off to the east. But fast on the heels is another disturbance that's going to come rolling in by the time we get into late tomorrow. Let's talk about Lee. 115 miles per hour in terms of the sustained wind speed. So not much change, hasn't been much fluctuation. And it's still crawling to the north and west at 7 miles an hour. But what's going to happen is as Lee does make that turn, it will start to accelerate off to the north. And look at the track. Some of the new information still has it as a Cat 3, and then it makes that curve and starts to accelerate to the north. I want to show you, as we get into the weekend, the cone of uncertainty has now shifted to the west a little bit. I still think this is an Atlantic Canada storm up near Halifax, but you got to remember, up here, the water is much cooler. So look at what happens. It drops to a Category 1 and then becomes extra tropical, just a plain old area of low pressure by the weekend. But still could cause some issues along the coastline as we get into the weekend. There's our little round of wet weather coming up tomorrow into Wednesday morning. It will probably start out pretty wet. Then by the afternoon, I think we start to see the sky clear out, and at that point it will turn cooler and less humid. Down to 61 tonight, partly cloudy, some areas of fog, and then through the day tomorrow, a mixture of clouds and sunshine with a few showers developing probably by evening. High of 77. Rain tapers Wednesday morning, turning drier for the afternoon, breezy, cooler 65. Again, maybe a lake-enhanced sprinkle Thursday morning, then clearing. Only in the 60s, 40s at night. Beautiful weekend, though, here in the Mohawk Valley. We're watching Lee to the east. Could get a little breezy even around here over the weekend.
Some good sleeping weather on that forecast, and daytime starting to feel like fall.
Yeah, especially.
Finally made it to that point.
Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, only in the 60s.
Oh boy. All right, Craig, thank you. Next after this break, if you were